Picture this: a single mother working 2 jobs, struggling to make ends meet. Her name is Lisa, a beacon of resilience and determination, tirelessly fighting to provide the best for her 2 children. She is a waitress by day and a janitor by night. Her life, though filled with hardships, is also filled with the laughter and love of her 2 young kids. One day, Lisa finds herself at the checkout counter of a grocery store, her shopping cart filled with basic necessities and a few treats for her children. As she watches the cashier ring up her items, a knot forms in her stomach. She is short on grocery money. The fear of not being able to provide for her children overwhelms her. In her moment of distress, a stranger behind her in line steps forward. Without a second thought, the stranger hands over their credit card, paying for Lisa's groceries. The wave of relief that washes over Lisa is indescribable. She thanks the stranger, tears of gratitude in her eyes. The stranger simply smiles, asking Lisa to pay it forward when she can. This act of kindness sparked a change in Lisa. It reminded her that despite her struggles, there are people out there who care, who are willing to lend a helping hand. Lisa took this message to heart. She began to pay it forward in her own ways that didn't necessarily require money. She started volunteering at a local food bank on her days off, helping to distribute food to those in need. She made it a point to share a smile with everyone she met, even on her toughest days. She taught her children the importance of kindness and generosity, instilling in them the same values that the stranger had shown her. And so, Lisa, inspired by a stranger's kindness, began her journey of paying it forward. She became a living example of the power of generosity, a testament that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. You may wonder, what does it really mean to pay it forward? Well, let's break it down. Paying it forward is a concept that is as simple as it is noble. It's all about performing a good deed for someone, and rather than expecting anything in return, you encourage them to pass on the kindness to someone else. Imagine it like this. You're in line at the coffee shop, and the person in front of you decides to pay for your coffee. Moved by their generosity, instead of paying them back, you decide to do a good deed for another person. Maybe you help an elderly neighbor with their groceries, or perhaps you donate to a charity. This initiates a chain of kindness, where one act of goodwill is multiplied as each recipient continues to pay it forward. It's like a ripple effect, where one pebble of kindness can create waves of good deeds. In essence, it's a domino effect of positivity and kindness. Now, let's dive into some real-life examples of people who have paid it forward. Imagine a bustling city street. It's morning rush hour and people are hurrying to work, their minds on the day ahead. In the midst of the crowd, a woman drops her wallet. A man behind her picks it up, but instead of pocketing it, he jogs up to her and hands it back. This might seem like a small act, but it's a perfect example of paying it forward, doing something kind for someone without expecting anything in return. Let's take another scenario. A young man is at a local coffee shop. He's just received his order when he notices a woman counting coins to pay for her coffee. Without a second thought, he steps up and pays for her drink. The woman is surprised and grateful and promises to do the same for someone else when she can. This is another example of paying it forward. Moving on, let's consider a more significant gesture. A woman named Lisa has a successful career in marketing. She meets a young graduate, Sarah, who's struggling to find a job in the same field. Remembering her own struggles when she was starting out, Lisa decides to help. She uses her connections to arrange an interview for Sarah. Sarah lands the job and is incredibly grateful. She promises to do the same for someone else when she's in a position to do so. Lisa's act of kindness is another great example of paying it forward, but paying it forward isn't limited to individuals. Businesses can do it too. Take a local restaurant, for instance. The owners decide to start a suspended coffee program. Customers can buy an extra cup of coffee, which is suspended until someone who can't afford a cup comes in. The program is a success, and soon other businesses in the area start their own versions. This creates a ripple effect of kindness throughout the community. These stories illustrate the beauty of paying it forward. They show us that kindness isn't about grand gestures or huge sacrifices. It's about small acts that make a big difference. It's about seeing someone in need and choosing to help, even when there's nothing in it for you. And the best part, when you pay it forward, you inspire the person you help to do the same for someone else. This creates a chain of kindness that can extend far beyond the original act. So not only do you make someone's day a little brighter, but you also contribute to a more compassionate and caring world. So, whether it's returning a lost wallet, buying a stranger a cup of coffee, helping someone land a job, or starting a suspended coffee program, paying it forward is a powerful way to spread kindness and make a difference in the world. As we can see, even small acts of kindness can make a big difference. But what impact does paying it forward really have, you may ask? Well, the effects of this simple yet profound act ripple far and wide, touching not just individuals but entire communities, societies, and sometimes even the world. At the heart of paying it forward is the act of giving, and giving, as it turns out, is intrinsically linked to our sense of happiness and satisfaction. Studies have shown that those who give, whether it's their time, resources, or a simple act of kindness, enjoy a boost in their own happiness. It's a win-win situation. The receiver of the act feels valued and cared for, and the giver experiences the joy of making a difference. But the impact doesn't stop there. Paying it forward can also lead to a ripple effect, sparking a chain reaction of good deeds. Think of it as a positive domino effect. One act of kindness can inspire another and then another, creating a cascade of goodwill that can uplift entire communities. And the societal benefits? They're immense. By paying it forward, we're promoting a culture of empathy and compassion, where people look out for each other, where kindness is the norm rather than the exception. This leads to stronger, more resilient communities. Communities where people are more likely to lend a hand, to step up when others are in need. Moreover, paying it forward can play a role in reducing inequalities. It's about leveling the playing field, making sure everyone has a fair shot at happiness and success. It's about recognizing that we're all in this together, and that by helping others, we're ultimately helping ourselves. So you see, the impact of paying it forward is far-reaching and profound. It's about more than just individual acts of kindness. It's about creating a ripple effect of positivity, fostering stronger communities, reducing inequalities, and above all, spreading happiness. Paying it forward, then, is not just about individual acts of kindness, but about fostering a more compassionate society. So, how can you start paying it forward today? Let's take a moment to explore how each one of us can contribute to this beautiful chain of goodwill. First and foremost, it starts with you. Being aware of the world around you, noticing those in need, and taking that first step to lend a hand. This could be as simple as helping a stranger carry their groceries, or offering your seat on a bus to someone who needs it more. It's about being present and mindful of the opportunities that present themselves each day. Moreover, you could also consider volunteering your time. There are countless organizations that rely on the generosity of volunteers to support their causes. Whether it's helping out at a local food bank, teaching a skill you're proficient in, or spending time with the elderly, your time can be a valuable gift to those who need it most. But it's not just about grand gestures. Paying it forward can be woven into the fabric of your everyday life. Small acts of kindness, like leaving a kind note for a coworker, helping a neighbor with their garden, or even just a warm smile to a passerby, can ripple out and create waves of positivity. And let's not forget, paying it forward isn't just about what you do, but also about how you do it. It's about showing empathy, respect, and understanding. It's about treating others the way you would like to be treated, and creating a culture of kindness and compassion. So, as you go about your day, remember to keep an eye out for those moments where you can make a difference. It might just be a small act of kindness, but to the person on the receiving end, it could mean the world. Remember, every act of kindness, no matter how small, can make a big difference. So go on, pay it forward, and be the change you wish to see in the world.